This right here is Apple's brand new MagSafe charger. It's basically a very compact wireless charger. I mean, very compact, except that it uses magnets to attach to the back of the iPhone 12. And while that seems very simple, it's actually part of a huge master plan by Apple, both for the iPhone 12 and future iPhones. And I personally think that MagSafe is the absolute most important feature of the iPhone 12, at least in the eyes of Apple. So before I explain their master plan, let me talk about how MagSafe works and why it has so much potential. By far, the biggest issue with current wireless chargers is that sometimes if you don't get the placement perfect, it's not gonna charge. And then if you don't notice, you'll come back to an iPhone that hasn't charged one bit. MagSafe is the perfect solution because the magnets in the charger line up perfectly to the magnets inside of the iPhone 12, giving it the most efficient charging possible. This not only gives you a very reliable connection, but it allows the very slim charger to hold on by itself, so you can actually lift up your iPhone and use it while it's wirelessly charging, which is something you can't do with any other wireless charger unless you lift them both up with both hands. Making it even better, MagSafe supports wireless charging up to 15 watts, twice as fast as before. And while it does support every iPhone since the 8, you're gonna be limited to 7.5 watts, and you'll be missing out on the whole point of MagSafe, which is the magnetic connection, so don't even bother with buying it for an older iPhone. Now, while this charger is a really cool addition from Apple, I think the even bigger deal is the new MagSafe accessories. The most unique new product is the MagSafe wallet, which can attach to the back of a completely naked iPhone using nothing but magnets, just like you guys are seeing in this video from MKBHD. And yes, Apple did add shielding to it so that the magnets don't mess with your credit cards, and I actually ordered the MagSafe wallet from my wife instead of ordering an actual case, since it should give it some extra drop protection for the back of the iPhone. Apple also came out with a lineup of cases which actually have MagSafe magnets built in, which ensure that the magnetic connection between the charger and the iPhone is strong enough to hold on through a case, compared to basic cases which will weaken the magnetic strength between the iPhone and, for example, the car mount. Now you might be thinking, I'm just gonna wait for a third-party wireless magnetic charger to come out for half the price of this $39 MagSafe charger. Well, you might not know that the MagSafe system built into the iPhone also comes with NFC, which checks for official MagSafe accessories. So basically, if you're not using a MagSafe branded charger, you're not gonna get the full 15 watts of charging power, and you're gonna be limited to 7.5 watts, just like any other wireless charger out there. Now, as far as the other MagSafe charger options, there's the MagSafe Duo from Apple, which will be coming soon, and there's also the MagSafe 3-in-1 charger from Belkin, and all of those are going to support 15 watts of charging. Now, as far as third-party cases, OtterBox has already announced some new ones for the iPhone 12 that support MagSafe. And currently, it seems like accessory makers don't have to pay Apple royalties unless it's a MagSafe charger or anything more than a simple magnetic attachment. And getting even deeper, pop sockets will also support MagSafe, offering a much better system for holding onto your iPhone or a case, compared to using the old sticky adhesive method that starts to wear off over time. So with MagSafe, you're now going to be able to take the pop socket off very easily at any time and use it with a wireless charger. So I have a feeling that there are going to be more accessory possibilities coming in the future. Just off the top of my head, there could be a selfie stick that uses MagSafe, a gimbal for video recording that connects using MagSafe, a finger ring attachment with MagSafe, a tripod that holds on using MagSafe, a MagSafe kickstand, a MagSafe belt clip, or a selfie light attachment if it supports reverse wireless charging. All of those things and much more are possible. And once some of those things get in the hands of consumers, I believe that people are gonna go crazy for the iPhone 12 and future iPhones with MagSafe support. And this finally brings us into the main point of this video, why MagSafe is Apple's master plan for the iPhone 12. We all know by now that Apple got rid of the power adapter in the box of every iPhone they're selling, and they said it's to save the environment. But what if this is actually part of an elaborate master plan to set everyone up and get them ready for a massive change within the next 2 years? Yes, I'm talking about the rumors of a completely portless iPhone, and thanks to MagSafe, it's now possible. Now you might think that's crazy, but due to all the leaks and rumors we've been seeing, it's clear that Apple is making a portless iPhone within the next 2 years. And here are the steps they absolutely needed to take to achieve a portless iPhone. If you're gonna ditch the charging port on your iPhone, you need a couple of different things. The first is to make a reliable wireless charging solution that supports fast charging, and that's MagSafe. But in order to support fast charging, you also need a power adapter capable of 15-watt wireless charging. Now there's a few very sneaky things that Apple did that don't really make sense until you think about the potential of a portless iPhone coming soon. Apple chose to include a USB-C to Lightning cable in the box of every single iPhone 12, which is very annoying since many people still have the old 5-watt charger that uses the square USB-A instead. This basically forces people into buying Apple's new 20-watt USB-C charging brick if they want to use that new cable, and USB-C is conveniently what MagSafe uses. Yes, that sucks that the charger is another 20 bucks, but there are a couple of really great options from Amazon, like this Aki charger that's only 15 bucks right now, so if you want to save some money, use the links below to buy that charger. Now what's very interesting about Apple's 20-watt charging adapter is that it's just slightly upgraded from the 18-watt adapter that they used to ship with Apple's iPhone 11 Pro, which is weird because it took them years to upgrade from the old 5-watt charger. So we have to ask, why would they go through all of the trouble of slightly bumping up that power adapter from 18 watts to 20 watts? Well, if you know anything about wireless charging, you'll know that it's nowhere near as efficient as regular cable charging. So what if 18 watts of power on the previous adapter wasn't enough to supply 15 watts of wireless power through the new MagSafe charger? This totally makes sense because on the back of the MagSafe charger's box, it says to plug it into a 20-watt power adapter, which implies that you need a 20-watt brick to get the full 15 watts of wireless charging. And what's even more interesting is that they're shipping this 20-watt charger not only with the new iPad Air, but also the budget $329 iPad. And it's also been confirmed that the HomePod Mini actually comes with the same 20-watt charger in the box as well. So it seems like part of Apple's master plan is to load as many people up as possible with that 20-watt charger. And if they succeed, a lot of people are going to be ready for a completely portless iPhone because that 20-watt charging brick is perfect for MagSafe charging. And what's even more interesting is that a lot of third-party chargers like ones from Anker and Aki have recently also bumped up their 18-watt chargers to 20 watts, almost like they knew that having 20 watts would be very important. So in the future, when Apple finally releases their portless iPhone, all they have to do is include the MagSafe charger in the box, and a lot of people are going to be ready to go with the new 20-watt power adapters. But there's still one more thing that Apple needs to solve to make a portless iPhone possible: data transfer. And I believe that there are two solutions that Apple can come up with. The first is Apple's U1 chip, which is going into basically every Apple device, and it's going to enable super fast and precise wireless AirDrop transfer speeds between devices. The second solution is that Apple can build new wireless transfer technology into the charging coil of the portless iPhone, which will allow data to wirelessly transfer through the glass on the iPhone 12 into the MagSafe charger and then into a computer, basically mimicking a wired data connection. So we know that it's possible for Apple to create a portless iPhone, but why? Well, there is simply too much information on this topic to fit into this video, but I am gonna give you a little hint. A portless iPhone has the potential to be the first smartphone ever to be water resistant in salt water. And if you wanna know how that's gonna be possible, subscribe right now so you don't miss out on that video. But getting back to the awesomeness of MagSafe, Apple was recently granted a new patent for a smart battery case that uses MagSafe to both recharge your iPhone and the case itself by using the MagSafe charger. And not only that, but you'll be able to place AirPods on the case to charge those as well. And even better, what if they release a new AirPods case that literally attaches to the back of your iPhone or the battery case and charges using MagSafe? That and every other accessory that I mentioned in this video is possible thanks to MagSafe. And I have a feeling that once people see these accessories in action, they're gonna be blown away and intrigued into upgrading to the iPhone 12 or next year's iPhone, even if they initially planned on keeping their older iPhone for much longer. And that is why MagSafe is Apple's master plan, and it doesn't even stop at awesome accessories. The ultimate end goal for MagSafe is to make the portless iPhone possible. And if you're scoffing at the idea of a portless iPhone, I'm willing to bet that Apple is gonna drop some huge, long-awaited features like ProMotion 120Hz and potentially slimming down the notch, and that will be enticing enough to get people to upgrade despite the lack of a charging port. And that right there is Apple's MagSafe master plan. So there you guys go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and click the circle above to subscribe because our iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro models are coming very soon, and we're gonna be doing full comparisons. So definitely check that out and check out one of those two videos right there if you're interested in which iPhone to buy. There's a buyer's guide there, and thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.